Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GeForce GTX 1650 Super in Valheim, this early access game that everybody's playing right now, it seems like. This GPU is the Asus Phanteks version of the card. We're running it with the latest Nvidia drivers, of course, for 61.40. I didn't overclock it, as you can see, but it's an overclocked version out of the box, you know. And I'm running it with a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32 gigs of RAM, which is kind of overkill for a 1650 Super, of course. But yeah, we're just testing the GPU here, and from the minimum requirements of this game, it doesn't seem like you do need a very beefy CPU to run it properly. So we're playing this one at 1080p resolution, and at the moment, everything is set to the highest settings over here, and we're not using motion blur and chromatic aberration or depth of field because I don't really like these effects, but everything else is enabled right here. Soft particles, not sure what that does. Let's enable that and do like ultra settings, you know. Let's start off with ultra settings at 1080p, and then we're gonna go down to low. And as you can see, it's not looking very good, is it? I mean, the game itself, the graphics aren't really that good. They're actually pretty bad, but gameplay wise, this is a very good game from what I've seen. But the performance, guys, the performance is absolutely horrible. And no, it's not the Ryzen 9 bottlenecking the 1650 Super. That doesn't really make any sense. GPU utilization can't really go up to 100% for some reason in this game. I've seen the same thing with the 750 Ti and the Titan X. They all hover around like 80 to 95% utilization most of the time, which is very weird because there's no FPS lock. I guess it's just the engine, you know, the way it behaves. So I totally forgot to count our FPS actually, but you get the idea. Ultra settings is not really that good in terms of FPS. Like, it doesn't reach 60, which is okay. But it stutters, guys. Look at that frame time graph. It's not smooth, and it's jumping around all over the place with little steps at times. I don't understand why that happens. Sometimes we can actually get around like 50 or 60 FPS, but then it goes down to 40, like really fast. The performance is all over the place. You see there, another little step in the frame time graph. Very weird indeed. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know why this happens. Well, it's probably because it's still in early access and it has been out for like a couple of weeks, and yeah, the performance wasn't really a thing that the developers were worrying about, probably. Yeah, it's pretty poor. We are in kind of a demanding area as well, and the weather isn't helping the 1650 Super right now because there's a lot of rain effects and lighting and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I think in normal circumstances, without lightning strikes, you would be able to get like a 50 to 60 FPS experience most of the time without these drops. But yeah, who knows? This is a little bit broken in that regard. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right there. We got 51 frames per second on average on ultra settings, and this is a forest area, so it's kind of demanding, you know. Just gonna lower it down to medium, it seems like. Yeah, let's disable what? Sun shafts and tessellation and soft particles. Apply that, and oh wow, we gained a ton of performance, and the game isn't really looking that different, to be honest. So definitely play this one on medium settings. Just by dropping the settings from ultra to medium does the job pretty well. The stuttering issues are still there. As you could see, the frame time graph got a huge spike, so you're not gonna get rid of those anytime soon unless they optimize it, of course. But yeah, coming from high or ultra settings to medium, I certainly wasn't expecting 60 plus at all times right now. Yeah, this is very doable now, okay? I guess these are the adequate settings for the 1650 Super, which is still not very good. You know, it is good in terms of frames, but it's medium settings in a game that looks like this. It's not very impressive, is it? Like, I really think that the downside of this game is the performance. It's getting very good reviews, and the gameplay is really great, but it's just, it stutters and it doesn't utilize your full GPU power. So they really gotta fix that, you know. I am avoiding to test this game more often just because I'm waiting for a miracle patch, you know, to happen and maybe improve performance by a lot, but it doesn't seem likely, let's put it that way. Oh my gosh, that was the biggest stutter that I've seen today. Okay. Anyway, it's still getting around the same FPS as when it was raining, but now there aren't any weird frame time steps. You know, there are still spikes there, but it's way better than what it was before. The thing is, I'm not sure if many people are gonna watch these Valheim videos, because you look at the game and at the minimum requirements, and you see that pretty much a potato from 2010 can actually handle this game, but then you play it and the performance is all over the place. But I guess that's enough for medium settings at 1080p. I thought there was like a high settings in between, you know, but it seems like there isn't. So we're gonna do low settings now, disable all of these settings, apply that, and now the game looks really bad. The grass is completely gone. You can actually see a lot better like this, but you know what, you lose a little bit of immersion, and the render distance is very low. As you can probably tell, the branches are just appearing out of nowhere, and the bushes and stuff. But at least we're getting a high refresh rate experience right now with lots of stuttering still, because that's not going anywhere right now. By the way, whenever you're fighting a boss, the FPS will drop slightly. It's not really that big of a difference compared to just running around the forest like this. Oh god, my stamina is always gone. Okay, there we go. There we go. There I am with all of this equipment struggling to kill boars. Oh gosh. You know what? The game's looking kind of sharp. It is at 1080p still. I thought it was at 1440 for a second there, but no. It's at 1080p. It's looking really sharp, probably because of the art style of the game. Everything is very pixelated, so it kind of helps it in a way. Alright, we got this, let's kill them all. Yes, very nice. Okay, so a friend of mine actually gave me all of this equipment, that's why I have it. I am a noob at this game. I've played it for like 3 hours or so. Just the beginning. The FPS are way higher right here, as you can see, compared to a forest area. Of course, it's to be expected. Not gonna go there right now. So we got skeletons here. Oh god, my stamina, gotta wait a little bit. There we go. And that's it. Very OP sword, if you ask me. To be honest, I'm not really supposed to have it, but yeah. Anyways, friends, I'll catch you in the next one. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.